There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as the true arisen of all those who serve the Queen Regent. There is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Disa demanded Waldar amend the code of Vermont to her own benefit, and many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, your Majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
This isn't much to go on.
Forgive me, but I cannot guide you from here.
Blow my fur every which way.
Sort of import ever happens here, anyhow.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only ask so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
It is not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Everyone's as tired as I am.
Must hold out.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Aha! Then we are presented with three options. Either the law of our world that allows only one Arisen has been upended, or Disa's Arisen is false, or you are lying to me. Have you proof that you are Arisen, as you say? Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be? Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests, and I need not turn my ear to Deesa's absurd demands. 'Tis a paradise to me, this cell. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter. Tell me, does that ring any bells? I suspected as much. Then we are done here. Leave me be.
Oh, could use a rest.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
What's the wind blown like every which way?
It appears to be locked, and we've no key. Shall we try breaking it down?
It will not break easily, you know.
You're fool enough to fall for it. Shame on you.
This place is awful dull. Can't complain, mind.
I'd not come here by choice. 'Tis here that the bodies of those who fall in Vermund are first kept and tended to. I beg you to conduct yourself with care, and with a reverence befitting of one who walks among the dead. Pray keep your voice low. You are more than welcome to return any...
'Twas a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Aye. Tell is, her ties to this figure from the neighboring country have a romantic tint.
Not sure why I patrol it, if I'm honest. What's going on?
Time to hit the sack.
Let's make haste, else I'll be at this all night.
Oh dear. What am I to do?
Lots to be taken care of before the day's done.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to... A place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldo, you say? Naught springs to mind, I'm afraid. Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of such a place?
Isn't much to go on.
Can't make a living if I get myself into it.
What should I do?
Got to face it.
If our prayers are not heeded, what? Oh, well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. Ah, hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would be willing to aid me with another matter. You see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand has gone missing. Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some strange corner of it. Might I impose on you to search for him?
Might I propose we seek out new information?
I suppose 'tis so.
Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big discovery.
The other day, I chanced to see a most resplendent ox cart on the high road. Now, that's not so strange. But guess who I saw riding in it? Poor little Daphne. I doubted my eyes, I did, and rightly so, as it turned out to be a young boy. The resemblance was so uncanny, I mistook him for her. Gave me a right shock, let me tell you. Odd to think a young noble should so closely mirror a girl of the slum. Their faces may match, but the lives they lead are as different as night and day. Aye, 'tis a cruel world we inhabit.
Barely drag my ass out of bed.
If our prayers are not heeded, what hope have we?
Is it too much to have taken a wrong turn?
Living's hard, but dreams are free, I say. Little happiness is all I ask of life.
What about this place makes me nervous?
I must be grateful, at least I have a free bed.
Was I lacking in devotion?
I don't like this place at all.
Got to sell off what I can.
What should I do? What to do? I've no mother or father to speak of, you see. So the nice people at the Gracious Hand take care of me. I wanted to get them a present to say thank you, and I thought a bunch of flowers would be just the thing. The problem is, I can't seem to find any good ones. Do you think you could help me? All I need is a bunch of pretty flowers. For true. Thank you ever so much, Arisen. I'm sure you'll find the prettiest flowers that ever were. Hoi, Arisen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers already? Oh, just look at them. They're the most beautiful flowers I've ever seen. These should brighten the sisters' days. Say, would you mind terribly if I asked you another favor? See, one of my friends taught me a magic spell. It's supposed to let you meet whomever you like. All you have to do is find a silver stone, put it under your pillow, and say the magic words. But there's the problem. I've been looking all over for such a stone, and I can't find one anywhere. Would you find a silver stone and bring it to me, Arisen? For true. I knew I could count on you, Arisen. I'll be waiting.
Our next mission is to acquire a silver stone. Mayhaps silver ore will serve? We can purchase it, or mine it up ourselves.
I suppose 'tis so.
heavens have forsaken us. All is lost. Where could perhaps you could try asking the other...
I'm aching for a fight.
Malcolm. All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered.
Our results are awaited. What say we make our report?
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mention rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.
Danger might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow and mind the ceiling.
Be sure to keep your wits about you.
Battle is upon us! Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
Shall we follow, Master?
Right you are.
Over here.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a veritable treasure trove of wisdom. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. Pray tell me if you know of such an individual. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. It'll be our little secret. Understood?
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
It's quite the collection of tomes. I'm sure I'd be seeing stars, were I the scholarly sort.
I quite agree.
Can't remember the last time my pockets jingled.
I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but do let me know if you require a guide. We shall remain here.
Well, have you found some place I might sate my scholarly curiosities? Oh, to think such a place existed. Oh, very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own.
There's no easy thing, making a living as a soldier.
It is good to be reunited.
This should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
We ought to bring word of this to Captain Brand.
I'd sooner stay out of battle. Where I remember the last time
market, methinks.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Well met, sir.
I've got the sharpest ears in town.
Look as long as you please.
Mayhap I'll set out on my own reflections.
Here we are.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your... It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have knowledge that could benefit you on your travels. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for your Majesty's efforts.
Outstanding.
Done at last. Perhaps a brief respite before we take on another?
'Tis vital that we rest and regain our strength before moving on.
Focus on yourself first.